Hello, friends, and welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am your host, Tom Downey, once again rocking this Kashiyama suit. We got grades for you from the Cowboys' big-time win over the Philadelphia Eagles. We start with the offense here. A great showing, make no mistake. I give them an A- for this one. There's a little bit of meat left on that bone from what the Cowboys offense showed. The overall results, you gotta love them, right? 37 points, 428 yards of offense, but they definitely benefited, from some short fields. I would have liked a little bit more aerial attack. The Cowboys offense could have picked on a bad Eagles secondary. They ran the ball. It worked. I'm not complaining. Just not quite an A. Maybe not quite as good as what we saw against, say, the Giants earlier on this year. All right, the defense. They were giving the Cowboys all kinds of problems this year. They were fantastic. This was by far, I think, their best showing on that side of the ball. An easy A+ for me. One touchdown drive that was set up because the Cowboys committed 30 yards of personal foul penalties. Barely 306 total yards allowed. Carson Wentz was terrible in this one. The Eagles offense had nothing going. And most importantly, 4 turnovers. If you want to win games in 2019 in the NFL, you got to take the ball away. And the Cowboys did that in impressive fashion. Here were the tackle leaders in this one. More on some of these players in the grades coming up here in just a little bit. But I was impressed by the Cowboys' defense in this one. Sean Lee stepped up when an injured Leighton Vander Esch had to leave the game. Good news on LVE. It is only a stinger. He thinks he's going to be fine, so don't worry too much about that one. That's kind of a double win there for the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Speaking of likes, hey, like this video if you are fired up about this Cowboys win entering the bye. If you're back on the we're going to win the NFC East and make the playoffs train, if that's where you're at, like this video. Schedule does get a little bit tougher, as you'll see going forward in just a little bit. All right, special teams time. Brett Maher, he's not great from that 33, 40-yard range, but get him from 60, and he's apparently the GOAT. Just incredible leg power there from Brett Maher. He's been fantastic the past couple games from 60+. Makes me feel better about Brett Maher. Still worry about the 40-yarders, but it's an easy A here for Brett Maher in particular. Punting game was fine. Return game, like just a little bit more juice out of you, but overall, this is a great showing in all 3 phases. That's why the Cowboys won by such a big margin against the Eagles. I am rocking this awesome Kashiyama suit, so if you guys want one of your own, head over to Kashiyama1927.com. That is Kashiyama1927.com. Check the description. Got a link in there for you guys. Custom fitted suits fit just for you, and they start at the same price that those other major chains do. Yeah, get a Kashiyama one. Kashiyama1927.com. All right, Jason Garrett was very clearly, I thought, coaching for his life. He has so many lives, he found another one. It's an A for Jason Garrett. I'll give him credit. A staple of Garrett coach teams, especially against the Eagles in prime time when he has to win or otherwise he's fired, they come out and they play. That's a very common theme here for Garrett. Happened again tonight. They came out hot. We've made a big point about how the Cowboys have struggled early in games. That was not the case tonight. The Cowboys game I thought was good, if not great. Overall, you got to give Garrett credit. If we blame everything when it goes wrong on Garrett, we got to blame everything when it goes right on Garrett. Now, the next 5 weeks gets a little bit tougher. Week 8 has the bye. At the Giants, you figure they win that one. So at that point, you're back to 5-3, entering a tough stretch of games. Minnesota, they're good this year. Detroit, very good, especially at home. They're a sleeper team right there. And then, of course, Week 12 against the Patriots. That will determine how far the Cowboys can go this season in terms of making the playoffs. But the win over Philadelphia gives the Cowboys a 1-game lead. Really, it's a 1.5 even because they now have that head-to-head tiebreaker if it is, of course, tied at some point this season. So will the Cowboys win the NFC East? Type Y for yes, type N for no. The winner of this game set themselves up. I'm going to go with yes here. Does not change my feelings on Jason Garrett overall, but yes, I think this team is going to win the NFC East. All right, Dak Prescott, you're next up here. I wanted the Cowboys to air it out a little bit more, take advantage of a bad Eagles secondary. They really didn't, but overall, Dak was good. I don't think he was great Frankly, I thought this was one of his more average games so far this year, but a B for Dak Prescott. And if I get a B every time out of Dak Prescott, I'm probably going to win most of my football games. The only reason he's not an A, he had one mistake, that bad interception. If he just checks it down, doesn't get too aggressive, I know he wanted the big play, I get it, I appreciate the aggressiveness. That was the only mistake I saw. A couple of minorly off-target throws, but 21-27 with a couple of drops in there too. Dak continues to be, in all reality, a very accurate quarterback. And per NFL Next Gen stats, by the way, as I ask you to grade Dak Prescott this season, one quarterback this year has exceeded his expected completion percentage in every game he's in, i.e., are you more accurate than most quarterbacks? That's Dak Prescott. Nobody else has done that so far this season. So grade Dak this year. At worst, it's a B. Maybe it's even an A. He has been a very, very steady and good quarterback. Beyond a couple of mistakes here and there, he's been good. There's no way around it for Dak Prescott. All right, Zeke Elliott, he's next up here. A good showing out of Zeke. The Cowboys fed him, and it worked out much better than it did against, say, the Saints in this one. But overall, I give Zeke an A-. Again, just a little bit of meat left on there. The one big thing that jumps out to me, he did have a bad drop in the receiving game. A couple of limited gains, but overall, that was a good showing out of Zeke Elliott. Much like the offense, if you're getting an A-, you're going to be happy with your end result. 22 carries, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Also, by the way, through the air, chipped in 6 yards for 36 yards, had that bad drop. But overall, Zeke, again, a really good showing. Don't get caught up in the A- or the A's here. Take these all day long from Dak, from Zeke, the Cowboys offense. All right, Amari Cooper, he's next up here. He gets an A from me. What do you want to complain about? You see that sideline catch he had? That was insane. Getting both feet in bounds. And most importantly, by the way, for Cooper, 0 drops against Philadelphia. 5 catches, 106 yards. He was impressive in this one. Continues to be the number 1 receiver the Cowboys for so long have coveted and needed. They got one now in Amari Cooper. All right, that was all the offensive stuff here. Let's get going here. How about some defense? We gave him an A+, of course, and for good reason. Sean Lee. Look, I have criticized him before. I said to play Joe Thomas over him. That was a little bit more like old school Sean Lee. Not quite perfect, but that was exactly what the Cowboys needed. Leighton Vander Esch, who should be fine, leaves the game with an injury. Sean Lee able to come back out on the field and make some plays. 7 total tackles in this one. Got a couple nice, coverage tackles. It's okay if you give up 4 yards to the RB, as long as you tackle him. That's what you want there. And then Sean Lee, I know he's killing himself. He had a pick 6, and he knows it. That should have been a pick 6 to cap off the Cowboys game. It's okay. He'll take the 4th and 4 pass breakup. But let me know in the comments section, what defensive player impressed you the most tonight? Was it Sean Lee? Maybe it was Xavier Woods. Robert Quinn, Tank Lawrence, both had sacks. The Cowboys in this one had a fantastic showing from almost top to bottom on the defensive side. Oh, maybe it's Jordan Lewis. Can I get a free Jordan? Thank you. Speaking of free, BetDSI hook up with some free bonus money. You use chatsports.com/bet and that promo code Cowboys120. It's 120% deposit bonus. You put down $50, they're going to give you $60 for free. Then $100, it's $120. Bet on the Cowboys tonight, you're making some extra money as well. So that's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code is Cowboys120. Last up here, kind of a hint, DeMarcus Lawrence, he gets an A from me. Oh, but Tom, DeMarcus Lawrence sucks. Why do you pay him? Wrong. If you pay attention to the games, you can tell he was still making an impact. A couple of hurries in this one, a couple of tackles, several for loss as well. The big-time sack and the forced fumble early in that game was a critical play by DeMarcus Lawrence. The Eagles' offensive line did not have much of an answer really all game. There was quite a bit of pressure on DeMarcus Lawrence in this one. I was very pleased by how DeMarcus Lawrence played in this one. I think everyone should be. He's good, guys. Let's not overthink it too much here. That was a strong showing by the Cowboys. Not the only ones, by the way, for Tank. Defense, you guys get some more shout-outs here, all right? You guys were fantastic. Very impressive. Jalen Smith, forced fumble, pass breakup, tackle. Nice job. Jordan Lewis. Look what happens when you free Jordan. Great things happen. A sack. Great showing from Jordan Lewis as well. Malik Collins. He was actually impactful tonight. That was a big deal. Xavier Woods, the interception. Tavon Austin, the 20-yard triple option rushing touchdown. Here's what I'm saying, guys. All right? You get an A, you get an A, you get an A. Everybody gets an A. Let's go, Cowboys. Hey, Cowboys fans. Thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.